To my fellow citizens in the 2nd District, I'm reaching out to share information concerning the coronavirus threat so that you can be reassured that your government is working for you. This is the time to pull together and unify as Nebraskans, Americans, and neighbors to tackle the situation head on. We know the coronavirus spreads more easily than the regular flu and is more lethal. Our immediate goals are to contain the virus to the maximum extent possible, treat those who become ill, and rapidly field a vaccine. Protecting the elderly and those at risk is also a priority. And we need to provide relief to those who become temporarily unemployed because of this health emergency. I have met with the White House team in person multiple times, and have also had several phone calls. I know the President and his team are trying their very best to respond and prepare for every possibility. The early travel bans with China and then Iran bought us extra time. The fact is that this is a worldwide pandemic and our country is not immune. We've already seen loss of life in our country and we grieve. Congress's first action was to pass an $8.3 billion supplemental bill that includes $4 billion to speed up vaccine research and better treatments, and $2.2 billion in prevention and preparedness efforts within the CDC. Our local authorities told me they needed funds to defray unexpected expenses, and our supplemental bill targeted some of these costs as well. We're also spending funds to speed up testing kit production. Although the FDA found a defect in the first version, we are now making up time and producing 4 million kits a week. The bill also provided disaster assistance loans for impacted small businesses. It's important to know that the agencies who are working this are well funded. Over the last 5 years, the CDC has seen a 24% increase and the NIH a 39% increase. And thankfully, the infectious disease response team saw a 70% growth. Our researchers, to include some at UNMC, are working hard to get a vaccine ready. Testing will begin within 2 months, which typically lasts for roughly a year. Our medical experts will do everything possible to expedite. We're now working on a second bill with the goal of helping those who have their unemployment interrupted or their employment interrupted or need to care for their children while schools are closed. Discussions on multiple options are currently being held. I also want to ensure that this second bill pays for the testing so that we can more quickly determine who needs care and target our resources. This is not the time to be playing politics by dropping in political priorities in the middle of the night. In addition, I have focused on removing barriers that are impeding mass production of respirators and masks. Our medical teams need them, and the demand is high. In years past, the manufacturers of these respirators were given liability protections similar to what is given to other medical equipment in time of emergencies. The respirator protections expired, and we're close to getting this renewed. I appreciate the partnership on this legislation with Senator Deb Fischer. I also want to thank our governor and local mayors for their leadership. They are working hard to reduce risk by making determinations on what events we should cancel. They have also done a great job working with UNMC and other medical providers. They are living up to the phrase, hope for the best, but plan for the worst. The personnel at UNMC and Camp Ashland have made us proud, once again, with the absolute professionalism they've shown. Our thanks are not enough for the work they have done on the front lines of this situation. As a community, we all have a role to suppress the spread of this virus. Elbow bumps instead of handshakes, frequent cleaning of hands, avoid touching the face, and covering sneezes and coughs are now more important than ever. If we're not feeling well, we need to stay home and call a doctor. It's hard for an elected official to not shake hands, but safety demands we all do it. It is also important to have several weeks' supply of food, key medicines, and essentials for our family pets. Now, this is the time to stay calm, but make prudent precautions. Our country is the strongest in the world. We have the best research and innovation. We will overcome and tackle this threat together. I learned from my 5 commands and 3 decades in the Air Force that unified teams overcome and rise above. Now, I hear from many who are praying and finding ways to help others. I thank you. We will tackle this threat together. Now, for more information, please visit my website at bacon.house.gov. Thank you very much.